Let's try to think of one memory, not just any memory, but one that feels special, one that feels alive, almost like you can step right back into it. Say, we think back to a Christmas memory when we were kids. The house, amoy na amoy mo yung smell ng food na niluluto ng parents, the Christmas lights, the Christmas songs that you can hear anywhere. And us kids, we were just playing around, running around, well, excitedly waiting for the Noche Buena, for the Christmas dinner. Everything felt simple, everything felt light, everything felt magical. Walang problema, walang mga responsibilities na magbibigat, just pure excitement. But when we think of those moments now, it's not always just a smile that comes. It's not always just this happy feeling that comes. Sometimes there's sadness. Sometimes there's a pain in your chest, a mix of warmth and longing. And that's when we realize that nostalgia isn't always sweet as it seems. When was the last time nostalgia hit you really hard, and what did it make you feel? Nostalgia often strikes when the present feels heavy. Kapag malungkot tayo, kapag stressed tayo, or kapag nafe-feel homesick. Childhood memories, especially around holidays, like I have said earlier, the Christmas memories can be the biggest or can be the strongest trap. Because back then, life felt lighter. Andyan yung parents or yung guardians natin. They cared for us. They guide us. They did everything for us. They protected us. But now, as adults, as grown-ups, we carry our own weight. We cry, we wipe our tears, we fall, we stand up. We have to stand up. That difference, that contrast, makes the past feels like an escape hatch. Trapping us in the past, trapping us in what was, instead of helping us face what is in front of us. And sometimes, we're stuck, we stay there, because the past feels safer than this heavy present, than this unknown, uncertain, unsure future. Do we remember the past accurately or only the best parts? I think sometimes our minds are selective. Yung brain natin, in-edit out yung struggles and in-edit out yung difficulties. We just hold on to the highlights, the good ones of the past memories, which makes the past feels almost perfect. And then, i-compare natin yung heavy present moment to that idealized good version of the past, and it feels unfair. Think about high school, college, old friendships, old groups, old teams. Nostalgia make them seem flawless. Those memories almost perfect. But when we think of it, the truth is, those years, those memories had their own struggles too, had their own difficulties too, had their own challenges too. Those memories weren't always as pleasant as we think of it. In that way, nostalgia plays with our mind. Nostalgia tricks us, trapping us in a version of the past that never truly existed. Have you ever thought life was so much better back then? Actually, when we think of that question, when we think of that line or that thought itself is a trap. It makes today feel empty. Even when a lot of good things are happening right now, even if there's a lot of reasons to celebrate, When we think of that line, life was so much better back then. It will make today, or it will make the present feel empty. The small joys, the small wins, the small celebrations do not feel enough when compared to that larger, idealized, almost good memories, almost good past. And we start judging ourselves for not being as happy as we think we once were. And actually, even music, even movies also suffers from this comparison trap. As people, we replay old songs, we watch old movies again and again, films or music from those certain years, and they might even feel like today's music, today's films, today's achievements do not measure up anymore, which makes it harder to enjoy the present. The past feels perfect, and the present, it always falls short. Can nostalgia sometimes make you sad instead of happy? For me, yes. Nostalgia can leave us homesick. Nostalgia can leave us lonely or full of regrets of all the things that we didn't do, of all the opportunities that we missed. Sometimes, after replaying old memories, we feel drained, like we've been living in someone else's life instead of our own. Even the good or the sweetest memories can hurt you, can hurt us. We try to remember these moments, these memories. They were supposed to make us happy, to make us smile. But instead of this joy, instead of this happy feeling, they bring heartache, they bring longing. That's the weird part about nostalgia. It doesn't always give us the comfort that we expect. So, is nostalgia really all bad? For me, I think not at all. I think nostalgia is there to remind us where we came from and who we have loved along the way. It can inspire gratitude if we use it as a reminder, not as a trap, not as a prison. I have read somewhere that the key balance in this nostalgia trap is we appreciate the past, but do not get trapped in it. Let those memories guide you, not chain you. Nostalgia is that bittersweet feeling we get when we remember the past. It's the warmth of the familiar moments, like childhood holidays, childhood memories, old friendships, old places that once felt like home. Psychologists describe this nostalgia as an emotion that can bring comfort, but also sadness. Because while it connects us to who we were in the past, it also reminds us of all the people and all the things that we have lost along the way, and all the moments that we can never return to.